Morning. I see the world would never get this. If I talk with a list, or if I talk like this, if I move like this, if I act like Chris, if I dance with my hands or I get on my knees and pray, or when I stand, if I complain, I'm not a real man. If I don't pay for it, I don't understand. But see, they know the pains of my plans. See, I'm not like the other man's, but at hand. See, we all the same, like that's a simile. Cause my skin color say they don't like me. But even my own women just fallacies and they believed in what they told them. See, I'm not the one, so I'm not the really chosen. But I know I'm a son. See, from my father, he called down. That's the one. See, we law draw a line to the Trinity. They say they don't want me, but they act like me. But see, the same man did the same thing, but he treated you worse. But he got them all up and he wrapped in hands. See, I'm going to keep using the same words because we still don't understand. Because we wrapped up to the simile, because I'm similar, but I'm not like him because I'll go a little farther. See, I'm not her because she got a little sass, but I compare because I wasn't born. When I was born, then my dad walked away. So now I'm scorned, but now I'm bitter. Now I keep seeking out what I find what the best is me. But then when I found me, they said it wasn't like him because it wasn't from the father, but I'm the son. The same thing because I came when I lighted up. So I stay lit. I ain't got to be fleet, but I ain't got to be all, but I stay humble. But you don't understand. Because our mothers taught us we could be less than, we can be greater than. Depends what her outcome was. See, parents are still learning. We getting more knowledge. See, they telling us to do this, but secretly they coming against us. But when we see the picture, it's a mirage. It's so illuminated. It's this Illuminati, but the same thing. That's the mafia. But it ain't changed. But they trying to change names on us. They say we got the Mandela effect, but that's the greatest of all time. We can see the effect. See, that's the cause to the action to the cause. But we ain't even say that's why we get so much cancer. See, nobody want to know that how we going to speak to the children in reality for the next generation. We call them millennials. See, but nobody said millennials. So what about those that didn't get the millennial? See, the $1 million dream, then they came in. That's why we so marching in. See, that was for the black man, but we never advocating for each other. We trying to get away and get out of this because we didn't step in. We keep saying it's the plan that we understand, but the man with the plan that he had it in our hands. But again, I lie light. See, I'm lying like making my shirt so it's so bright. But you don't see it because all I'm doing is complaining. That's why I got to eat it. So I stay feed it, I digest it, and I discrete it. But you don't want that. You want me to sit back, just do what I think, but then no matter what I do, I'm never good enough. Don't matter. If I put my love into you, I text you every day, give you all my money, it's still no trust. See, God got a man for you, but the man for you, you keep screwing on him. But the man for you, you running from him because you thinking you better. You came through. You was promiscuous. But today is 0700 hours and 19 minutes, August 16, 2018 on the Thursday. The world, what you put, I don't remember the title no more. I just wanted to talk to the people because I woke up and nobody talks about how they was younger. And I'm going to say like it is. I'm not going to change the word. I'm going to say creator God. We know him as God. We call ourselves black. We're the most hated group for no reason. And I was birthed in this earth, and I started going about life. I didn't know because people was treating me different because of my skin color. I didn't know it was all this hate in the world. Because people in the media keep causing the hate. It don't. And what made me say that, I was looking at a picture. This little white boy, this little Caucasian young man, was sitting by himself. I remember my friend Mo used to say, don't call him white boy. But I'm like, I'm black, right? He's white. But that's what we call it. He was defending that. And I was like, that's weird. He only liked the white girls. Now I found out he's been in a relationship with a black girl for 5 years. Got a child with a black girl. And she wanted to do her own thing. So a lot of hate, self-hatred in there and a lot of stuff she did. I just used to just pay attention to people. People say that's judgment. I didn't know because The partner you chose you with right now, or the people you like, you chose them. Isn't that a judgment? I had to make a judgment of the person. Like, it was meant for me. I got to see if this is for me. So that's a judgment. So that analogy in saying is stupid. And that's like I said, as we read, we don't understand. And so he always had a problem with that. But it's so funny. It's ironic. And I noticed this. We never take up for each other. I understand because I made multiple videos. I understand the world. But my thing is always is to challenge the challenge your heart and challenge your mind and like this hate is bred. And I can see it. And he always defended that. Even and I think that black girls like they were like, oh, he good, he was great, but he said nigger, he cussed out a one woman or called all types of names. One was married to a man they role played, and nobody tell you the bad sides of dating audio race. And then it's funny, people keep saying that's the past. Oh, that's the past. Well, if you can forget slavery happened to your mother, because if my mother was getting thrown rocks at, I can't forget that because I know my mother got hurt. My father was getting beat up on because he was a dark-skinned black man like white people. I'm not going to forget that. I mean, more so, I don't mean somebody just picking on you. I have guys my race pick on me because we was around each other. It was like, okay, you got picked on, big deal. And we didn't really like when it was bullying. Nobody wasn't killing themselves because they was and then even with all the access, I know where you lived at. It wasn't we was all close. So bullying didn't really change because they call it cyber bullying. Bullying didn't change. It's the teaching and the weakness you have placed in us. We became like comfortable and soft because parents started making more money now. Black people getting the jobs, and it's still not accumulating to a big change because we still only have Magic Johnson. His name Irvin Johnson is only the one black principal. I talked about this before in the NBA, National Basketball Association. It was the ABA, the CBA, the Collective Bargaining Association, and making sure the players have is all these associations. Nobody pay attention to that, but all these associations have a lot of things in common. It's trying to dictate on what they do and how they do it. And it's a group of men that's not black. That's making these agreements, but they throw a little black dude in there. Oh, let's put some black people there. Let's put some Arabic people there. Arabic people is and Jewish people are big on the slave trade. Nobody noticed that. Nobody want to teach their children the truth. We quiet about a lot of things. Nobody teach their children about homosexuality. If you black, how they gonna treat you? Because we keep saying that causes hatred. No, that causes awareness. I am getting awareness, but I'm complaining. Or now I'm going to be frustrated because black women don't want to get with me because I'm not tired of the patriarch. The patriarch of money, power, respect, get money. I got to live so good. I got to fight so hard that when I get 60, I'm going to die while my wife stay alive, but she don't get it. She want me to work hard, but she don't want to work with me. She want to see good men, but she want to go to the men that was so-called that was never good and still not really good because they didn't have the heart to be good now. But since they are of a certain religion, they're caliber because they are paid for all your meals. That don't make a good man. That's like we say that don't make a good man because he got a good job. That don't make a good man because he got a good. That don't make a man good for you or a relationship. But we're gonna be okay because even our Creator did not promise us relationships. But then the man walking around, we advocating for every other race. We the most charitable. We got the least. We are the richest race because we spend our money on all the things that we see that's beautiful. We got the Gucci purses, but these people don't advocate for us. It's like we want to see change, but we only gonna see the black man go to the little white girl or say the little white boy, and that's advocated for. But that's what America needs to see. But America don't see how many white men. I never seen a white man come to my neighborhood and be like, yo, I'm about to buy all these kids a bike. But you see the black dude go into the neighborhood, I'm about to buy all these. Come on now, let's get this ball rolling. If we want to see race relationships change, why is there no change on all relations? Come on, think about this. See, I'm going to sound angry because I'm spitting truth and fact. When you spit truth and fact, you angry. I'm angry because my own type of women diss me for another type of race of man, or even my man because they like the hood. I just watched these girls and found out Trina, it's the auntie of one of the girls that's singing these songs, Still Your Man. Like, I'm gonna be a hoe. I'm gonna pop my ass. I got big titties. I'm gonna augment my breasts. And black girls wearing blonde wigs. Just as crazy. But it's something wrong with me. The one, and I asked women this. I asked women that let's stay with me, and they want to start getting mad at me because you would sit here. I go leave the house to go make money for myself, but you here because I'm allowing you because I'm giving you shelter. One thing, go ask that white you call it. You know where the word mammy, daddy, poppy came from? That came from slavery, asses. Y'all are a bunch of foolish people. I'm like, don't call me boo. Don't call me daddy. Not mammy. That's not my mammy. That's my mother. That's my father. I don't care how my father treated me. He's my father. We so quick to defend other people. When do we defend ourselves in our own race? It's like, this is getting old. I'm watching this. People say, you're not changing in times. That's not old people values. I love old people values. Don't wear, a skirt below your knee, cool. But when you bend over, your ass showing. It shouldn't be so. You shouldn't have a nipple slip. You had the right size bra on. If you had the right guidance, you wouldn't be doing it. Just because it's good, you can liberate yourself. But at the same time, do you still have morals and values? You can't expect somebody to agree with you. But we're not so much worried about a person agreeing with us. But we trying to show examples for the young girls. I seen the convention for the porn stars. Why the porn stars? The people like, because they do porn all day. Well, they don't walk around with their ass and titties out. They just do porn. Okay, we know what's wrong. Porn started with if people don't realize it, the things that's created that we enjoy so much, it started in a slavery mind. Not that just black people were slaves, like we were the only race that was slave, but everything was created from a slave mind. If we don't get that first, money was created with a slave mind. Because love and money don't have nothing to do with each other. But since I won't pay for a date, she don't have no interest. You got to think about that. Think about if you can't go on a date with a man and tell him he always have to pay, even the first date. Where did that come from? I try to ask women that. I try to ask men that. But since I was brought up a certain way, and since I'm angry and mad, but I'm speaking. This has always been my logic. When I was a little kid, I was like, I watched a lady get her ass beat by a man. And then I see them or hear I didn't ever see them. I kind of like glimpse saying that at one point. Like she having sex with him. How? He not stimulating, he beating your brain now. He's not stimulating your brain and massaging you. Yeah, and I learned that's manipulation. Women want to be conquered and dominated. Women, you want to be conquered. See, nobody want to say the truth to y'all women. Because you've been lied to your whole life. You look good, so what? But you got a piss poor attitude. Your attitude stink. And like truly, honestly, and it's the funny part, they always say, keep your best you. My whole life, I was like, I want to be my best me. But my best me, we finally get into it, but we still using the archy way of getting to, wow, like Sierra was the example, level up, better man. He a better man. Russell Wilson, he not a simp. Simps are simpletons. Those are men are idiots. That means they're simple, like we use the word crazy. He's simple that he keep using the same antics and it's not working. That's a simpleton. And we keep using the same antics, it's not working. You are a simp. I'm thirsty because I'm showing I don't know if 1,000 men like you or approached you on that day. But what give you, and this sounds funny, and I will say this, what give you the right to be mean to me? That's ugly. That showed me you ugly. So you almost, when you become ugly, I had to say it like this, just like people would say it, that's like a piece of shit and you just keep polishing it. So you a piece of shit and we gonna polish it. You want somebody to accept you as you is, but when you interact, people are like, well, some men don't get it, but that's not, you said some, did you say all? That's not all. And then when you relate the word all, that means all men. All don't vary from all, because you saying all mean all. If you say majority, we know that's about 80, 90, that's at least 70, 80% of people. So if I say majority, we get a certain percentage out of that. But if you say several, a couple, a few, we get it. But when you say all, you're adding on the whole, all is the whole group. Just like all is the spirit of. The spirit is on the whole world. So when I say the world, I'm collectively talking to everyone. And the man set by a little boy, a football player, a young Caucasian man, African descent or a black man set by him. It's so great and beautiful. The Tom Hanks' son didn't want no part of his daughter, but he was having sex with the black girl, but he didn't want the mixed baby. Tom Hanks stood up for it, but no black woman advocated. Men was saying we just confused. We didn't even really talk. Was like, but when a black man don't take up his case, he's a deadbeat piece of shit. But we don't call the white man a deadbeat piece of shit. We don't call an Arabic man. And I see women out here that's single. I seen the Arabic woman. So if I had to move to Amherst, I would have never seen an Arabic woman having food stamps. And then I had to do some research. White people and foreign people have they take out the most food stamps. So we got to think the white people that's only advocating is rich white people. But these rich white people do the ugliest thing. They say a prettiest woman do the ugliest thing. I was watching a game called Watch Dogs, and then I Google and I got a revelation. If the sex industry such as sex trafficking is the $1 billion business, how is that? I don't sex traffic. And then I learned even some porn and escorts are sex trafficked, but they won't see it. They're trapped because they don't have no guidance. They never had a woman or man tell them, you don't have to do that. And then some of them are drugged up. It's a stadium. Donald Trump and Bill Gates and Bill Clinton, even Oprah, they know about this. And if they don't, they billionaires. So I don't know who's paying for it. It's a stadium they had go to. And it's like it's a combine. This is why it's funny when you watch the Olympics and combine. When I watched my first basketball live NBA game, watching the Cavaliers play the Clippers, it was like a plantation to me. But that's just me. Maybe my visual was different because according to the thigh girl, I'm closed-minded, but she's open-minded because she's used to seeing black women with blue eyes and ginger hair. Because everybody mixing up, the colonization is working strong. She don't see colonization. She see a togetherness. But she got a strong hate. I noticed when I was talking about what's a man and not a man to her. But she got a daughter that don't understand life, but she's worried about this man giving her everything. But if I try to say this to people, it's wrong to say and it don't make sense. But since I'm not there, I can't say it. We got the stupid analogy. Well, you're not a millionaire. It's not that if you're going to use that, it's not so much I'm not a millionaire. I shouldn't be talking about millionaire things. It's that have I handled my money right? So if you're going to go into a relationship, it's not that you got better. It's how you treat people when you like, oh, God got a man for me, or you not the man for me. You was just having sex with 80 dudes. Literally. We supposed to forget that. So you move across to another city. Oh, all the men love me, another country. But look how your attitude was piss poor towards your own man. I don't care if Italian and German men like dark-skinned black women. I don't care if she think he's better. But look how piss poor you treated your own people. I asked women, why are you treating me like that? And I only like dark-skinned women because they and dark-skinned women do a lot of things, not call them out. I was like, I didn't say that and I didn't do that. Why the hell is you doing that to me? But when I watched them interact with their white boyfriends, I was like, why is she so adamant to kiss him in front of me? I wasn't even paying her no attention. I wasn't even looking at her. But she in front of me. She made sure they get in front of me. They made sure if you look their direction, they think you paying attention to them. And it's like, why are you doing that? And they make video YouTubes. It's so lovely. But I don't never see that on the comment when I see two actual people of the same race. Unless they like Vietnamese or Chinese. You're like, oh, look at the Chinese dude. I never see no like, and there's people like, we want validation. But I'm like, but I see it everywhere else. But And it's like it comes down to it. Why do I also have to be the nicest? Or the nicest mean food? So I gotta be that's the food. I gotta be the food every time just to be liked, to be loved. I gotta have it's like, and I'll be watching like, man, I just talked to a woman at my job. She was like, my husband was good at first. He got hurt. Or sometimes he don't get hurt because they understand he get down. And he was a part of her life. She was a part of his life. And she was telling me like, and I keep hearing this. And when I see like, especially if they like with black men, Hispanic, when it's a black woman, I see black women talking about, I made the biggest mistake of my life. And they advocating to telling young black girls they might as well stay out of their race, teach out of their race. And it's always the hurt women. It's always the women that got with good men like me. I know I'm a good man. I would make a great father. But let me get there. But these dudes have kids and still not good fathers, and you want me part of their kid's life. That's not my seed. I did not birth him. Why are you getting mad at me? Because I don't want to be a part. And then why you don't get mad? Because I call it the kiss ass syndrome. I'm not kissing your ass to be with you. It's like, it's okay for you to have good perspective and logic about why. It's okay just to believe what you believe. But when somebody believe and know different from you, it's something wrong with this person. This goes for women, because I know women get this from men. It's something wrong with her. She's messed up. But the people that's advocating is the people that's messed up. It's the 20-30%, the 30 to 20% of people that's advocating that we worrying about. But I'm feeling effects because now it's affecting the other people. Now I'm looked at, okay, I won't pay. I don't got to pay for the first date to enjoy. And no woman yet, without so many, I was taught the guy, like, I was like, but explain it. Because I can explain my creator, but explaining my creator to them, it don't seem like I trust in God, quote unquote God. So God got a man for you, but it's like, I'm right here. How you think this got set up? I didn't just do this for my sake, just to talk to you. Because I don't do just women relationships. So it's like, and then we advocate. We don't never advocate for our own. I see LeBron building schools nice, good. He talked about black people, but he did say when he sat down with Carrie Champion, which she already said, white men are easier to date. It is easy to date because Carrie, when he walk in, Carrie Champion, you walk in ESPN, you're getting looked at different because you're a black woman. But you only see that you're a black woman and you connect to other black women, but y'all don't even really connect. So how you think what's happening to the black man when he walk in there? If he don't do the Stephen A. Smith, if he not like the Wilford dude and the other black dude that be on there, that just, we call it Coons or Uncle Tom's and Uncle Sam, because if we don't talk, articulate, like Shannon Sharp, or I like him, but he on the fence too, because he went through the hate and then he has the take on what they do. And I got to argue with the lady out there and talk. You wouldn't slap him up? Like, you wouldn't talk to him and say, how you doing, Mr. So-and-so? Because I don't remember his last name. I don't remember her last name. And she got mad that I said, what's up to her father? I said, how you doing, sir? A couple of days ago, all the time. She's like, I heard you say, sir. You don't hear me say, but I was like, so you only pay attention to what you want to hear. I was like, I don't call him. I don't say what's up to him all the time. I said, what's up to the dude at the job? He thought nothing of it. He was a white dude, the short white dude that's running the show at the building. I said, what's up, sir? I would say that sometimes. What's up, sir? Like, she's like, oh, how you doing? I saw that you want me to be proper every time, but I'm not proper every time. I'm myself every time. If I never met you, of course you would hear more of a sir, and then until I see you more. That's like etiquette, kind of courtesy that I do with everybody. I would call a little young black boy, sir, like I call a young white boy, sir. I remember I had to tell the young black boy, you are a sir. See, nobody sees this, but we love to critique the way to kill. We kill our critique to me feel like it mean kill. It mean kill. It don't mean critique. Like Dwight Howard said, he wanted to be like Anthony Davis and guys like his size. But this man pulling in 17 and 12 on a hurt shoulder. And he hurt his shoulder and back. He's 7 foot. They say, well, you should aspire to be like another. He's not aspiring to be like them, but he's saying the way the modern, when he got into the league was still like, he was a dominant big man. He was dominant. That's why Orlando Magic was able to shoot like the Golden State Warriors, to shoot a lot of 3-pointers, because the Dwight Howard was grabbing those 20 to 30 rebounds a night. That's why. So that make me doo-doo, because I don't have 30 points to go with my 20 rebounds. My 17, 18, 19, but the other guy can just shoot threes, but he don't have no assists when he on a team, when he got 10 assists. See, our critique is only different based upon what? How we see, our perspective. See, but I'm going to keep saying it. I sound angry and hurt and bitter to you, all right? Even though I'm using logic, I'm going to sound angry, hurt, and bitter. We advocate. So I was like, and you watch these movies, Denzel Washington saving a little white girl. And then we watched this movie. It came out like 2 years ago. It was like the part of the movie had the word tomorrow in it. The future of tomorrow, the day of tomorrow. It was a little white girl. And it's like, we don't see that in like all these movies. I watch the movies like, where's the black people at? But white America keeps saying, And we keep saying it's our fault if we keep bringing it up. No, because you keep sweeping it under the rug. It's dirty. When we going to clean it up? When we going to have the president of the United States, he had the best opportunity. He could have said to all my black people, my Hispanic people, my white brethren, my white sisters, my this. When is we going to do that? But when the black president tried to do it, but when he advocated for his own, just like the white people, it was a problem. See, it's a problem when I advocate for my own. It's a problem when I say I love my beautiful black women, light, dark, and I won't call you a red bone because that's racist, because that's what they used to call racist people. When they were Indians, they called them red bone, just like the Washington Redskins. That is a racist word. But they trying to dilute, they trying to clean up the system and change it and say that's not racist. Why are you triggered? Why are you sensitive? Well, why am I triggered and why am I sensitive? And why is that your first go-to words? Why can't I be within me like you and you? I'm minding my own, but it's like, damn, I'm minding my own, but this little girl feel like she ain't shit because she's dark-skinned. They told her she was a shit because they taught slavery. They inbred it and beat it in us. And people are like, oh, it started at home. No, it didn't. He just went outside. That little black boy didn't know he was colored until he got treated different. And he kept growing up and he kept growing up. He became an adult and be like, why am I a nigger when I never did nothing to you? And this is what nobody want to talk about. Even our black leaders, when is this do anger me. This do anger me. It's like, when we going to change the atmosphere? When we going to get the spirit back? I don't care how many religious, I don't care how many people, oh, I'm married because she a Christian. You still ain't shit because look what you talk about people behind their back. When I went to church, and this is not some ESPN, well, he's sissified because he this. He don't have a strong will. This is weaker than that this conference is wicked. No, this is my actual real perspective. This is my real perspective of what we're doing and what we're seeing. How come I cannot just go to a place and get treated fairly? I don't worry about equal. Equality was never the word. Treat me fairly as you treated that guy. Based off, you don't know me, you didn't know him, but you treated him fairly. Why did I get the look? Why did I get that child pulled closer to him? And it's like nobody talks about this. Why is you threatened by a 6'5" black man that you pull up on as a policeman? And this goes to the police. And I know the police has a lot of I'm going to say this. It's still white supremacy. KKK. Jewish didn't create this, idiots. Because the white man put the gun on me and shot me for no reason. He shot the dude for no reason. I have a gun, sir. I have a gun. Boom, boom. You threaten me. You got a hood on. You look suspicious. Why is he can be okay with I look suspicious? But come on, white man. And this is for white. And I hope white people, I hope you got some white people. Watch this. Watch what I'm saying. I guarantee you this will not correlate in their head. Because all they're going to say, wow, he's mad and angry. He's not articulating. His words is incomplete. It's not grammatically correct. It's not typed out perfect. You got piss poor handwriting. That's they fight every time. The crime rate is this and that. That's a bald-faced lie. 33% we make up. And if we make up 52% of the crime, it's only 33% of us. We have to have, even the babies have to commit 2 to 3 crimes in their lifetime. So when I use logic, it don't make sense for some odd reason. If I say we the most charitable, it don't make sense. We the ones we hate. We don't even hate each other ourselves the most. You know who called Serena Williams a black ape first? Joan Rivers, who died, who got lit collagen that looked like Serena Williams, who would take tanning bed to look like Serena Williams, but she was hating on Serena Williams. That's so bad because they want to look like y'all, but then y'all dumbass like when I watched them girls about Stereo Man had on blonde wigs. Had booties and breast implants. So we trying to look like ourselves, but they trying to look like us. And we trying to look like them while we trying to look like ourselves. Sorry, blonde wigs is for, and sorry, and it's not a sorry. Black women that wear blonde wigs, you are stupid and dumb. You are idiotic because and this people's like, oh, I see black people with blonde hair. Was you born with blonde hair? It's bad enough you wearing blue, purple, and green in your hair. And you see, that's a diss. Just like I told the black girl, I like natural. She didn't even hear nothing I said. Then she wanted to get on her. Well, if I do, I was like, hold on. I said I like natural. What was my beef in that? Cause she was worried. I was like, I like natural. She was like, oh, my friend got I was wearing my hair now. I'm like, oh, I would like that. I would love to see that. Basically, that's what I told her. But soon she went into the fight. She went into they call it fight or flight mode. But if I went into fight or flight mode, I'll be the most evilest black man. People's like, I smile, I'm too good. Or they use the word nice, which I don't like the word, but they use it. And I say, oh, okay. And I know what the word means. But when you that way, I'm getting talked about. I'm friendly on this. But don't let a Puerto Rican or Asian dude, women's like, oh, men don't like, you want quantity or quality? I treated you good. But he's like, well, more of them, I got more date offers and I was saying this, and I was saying this earlier before I went into the other things I was saying. Go ask that man to let you live with you. See, nobody talks about that. And I asked a black woman that live with me, I never had sex with them. People are like, why you let people live? I let guys live with me too. Even my cousin, a guy I grew up with. People are like, well, that's weird, that's strange. But the people that are saying that, not them, but the people that was like, and got nothing from them and didn't want nothing. I'm not complaining that I don't worry about not having or having things. Because I watch people come from like Eva Pigford. She changed her life. First, she go by Eva Marcel now. She don't like her last name. So she didn't really, she became a supermodel, but didn't really grow and got better. I thought she was going to love herself and start advocating. And there's so many it's this one girl that go by Quinlan Blackwell. This is a pretty young black girl. But you can tell she had a little problems. She had a good life. Just like my nephew did. But there was no love there. Don't matter how much an uncle can try to love someone. Don't matter. I learned this. Don't matter how much, because they was telling me things about him. I had to check my nephew because the way they treated me. And he thought that was okay. Then he got older. He's 19 now. He learned like, wow. It's some things I say, don't be mad at me for what I did. I'm trying to show you, but you didn't have the right guidance. And I said it in so many words. You probably will see this one day. You didn't have the right guidance. My sister was treating me like crap because she thought our mother and father wasn't so great. But I never seen, like, we still had meals. And things happened when my nephew was born, when her son was born, when she was growing up. But I was like, that's the reason you hate people? She hate people. She got hatred in her. And you can't, I was like, her name Tam. I was like, Tam. I'll say, when I talk to her, it'd be long. I know she hear me. And I was trying to make it short, but it'd be so much because we ain't talking so long. And she'd call me. But I'm like, Tam, you got to see the errors of your ways. You got to be accountable of yourself. I don't mean just because you got a good job, you got good money saved, you go on trips. I mean, your personality is, and I told her, like, your character is not so great. She probably wanted to respond, but she knew I wasn't attacking her. And I told her, like, things you do is, I was like, Tam, and I tell her in so many words. I say over in different ways. She probably hear me or not, but I say it so many different times, like I do when I talk on a YouTube live, and they get recorded and they become part of my channel. You did so much, but you never looked at what you did. So it'd be easy, like, if I was arguing with a woman and she wanted to hurt me because I called her a bitch. I was like, you used to be a hoe. You sucked all these penises. You did fellatio. You got this for money. Of course she'd be mad because she trying to change her life. But I said that is hurtful. And see, I'm saying this because I really got to say this to people. That is very hurtful to tell someone. So that's in your mind when you're around a person. Why are you around them? That means you got to go check yourself first. Check yourself, like minding your own. Why do you know that? Because she told you. If she didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. You can assume I can spiritually discern what happened with the person. Like, I know, like, I had a friend. She either got an STD or she lost her baby. Because the way that she go about life, she didn't tell me really a lot about her, but spiritually, I was like, one of those things happened to her. She got close to telling me more about her, but she stopped. Because she felt like I'm a black man, and since, like I said, I don't fit into the hierarchy of what a woman want from a man, and I'm okay with that. And I can truly, and there's a lot of men out there, and I want to tell men, you really don't. And this is not to put myself down or to put any black man down. A lot of us don't fit. because we was born with we was lives with no fathers. And so what women gonna view you as, because if you have an opposition on the way that their religion is, it's not this in religion. Like they say equal yoke. Okay, I'm not even gonna go into the scripture. Because of what they teach and what they practice, if you have a difference, because even if you're a good guy, it's not gonna matter to them. Because they want you to have the same. And this is, I'm telling you the truth. Just like women. It's gonna be hard for like a woman, she makes sense. I gotta be willing, I'm willing to date strippers or a woman that used to be a porn star, but she gotta be willing to make a change and understand that life, I'm okay if I see that multiple men, like I seen you naked, so be it. We're gonna have a child one day. But we gotta be truthful. It can't be, I'm hiding this. Like to tell a woman, I never had sex with a man, but I had a moment in my life where I went to a man's house. I didn't have sex to do nothing with this man. See, but that would make me homosexual. But they don't understand. I can understand gay people plight because, man, imagine if I would have did go to do the deed with this man. That would have made me gay. Like a girl said, she would want to win this money on Alan's show yesterday. I was watching. She said Alan inspired her. She wasn't gay at first. She was never gay. She got gay when the men started hurting her. So I can understand when you get hurt by people, you can become gay. So people could be like really insensitive. But I gotta be sensitive towards that. But when it comes to being a black man and how I'm getting treated, I don't have to be sensitive. So our plight, man, is we was raised by our mother to be respectable. But even women can see that. Like the guy, I wanted to tell him, they probably like, oh, you a simp, you dumb. You the Russell Wilson. You're not. But you taking on what you like. We know we not. I'm not the first person, the woman that be with, she's not the first woman that has sex with me. I'm not expecting that. But I'm respecting her to respect herself more than she did before. That's why it's like now you grow. The words, you determine, you're better. That's what better is. It's changing from what you was before. Improving is what you are now and keep making better. But it's not a better in the light of people because you're lit. It's the light of the creator. That's now I'm about to use the creator in this one. So when a woman see a man, she has to see a certain type of man. And we don't know, like 64%. It's crazy how 80%, which is still the same rate, it probably grew since interracial dating started. So that's the even funny part, or intermingling started, interracializing. We still marry our own women. Women still marry their own men. I keep telling you, that's the media. That is the media right there. 20%. It's not a lot. That's a little bit. So if you line up 10 black couples, you're going to get a interracial black woman with a white man or a black man with a white. That's far in between. Like we look at these sports athletes as the example for black men. They're not. That's only like 1 to 3% of black men on the earth. 1 to 3 out of 100. And let's say even we learn 100% DNA, the nucleus, the center of it's not 100. It's more like 74. So if I take the number 7 and 4, and take 1, and I put my hands up, that's still 6. That's still 6. 7, 4, 11. If I take 1, that's still 10. So every 10 black men, there's an interracial after every other. It's like every 10 black woman with a 1 or 2 or 3 in between. There's an interracial. But you gotta imagine. So if I say every 10,000, every 10 million. See, that's a lot of differences. But we look at the little bit instead of like they say, the majority rule. The majority ruled. That's why the president was elected. The Electoral College ruled because it's a rule. The rule. See, nobody want to pay attention. See, I'm using logic again. People say, now I'm calmed down. I'm not that I'm calm because I'm not in the point of battle. You think I'm ready to fight. Just because my voice is higher, I'm not ready to fight. You're threatened by me because I'm 6'5" and I'm tall. I can come unthreatened. I come in a suit and a tie, but as soon as my voice heightened, you're threatened. This is the stuff that we want to get. And this is what and this is like it's like we made a movie called Dear White People. Why the hell y'all don't get it yet? Why are you offended by me the way I am? I'm not offended by you the way you are. For some odd reason, you offended by me. You scared of me. I know it's a rule and an order. It's propaganda. It's subliminal messages going around. But as a person that, if I make 50, I'll make 35 between 29 and 36 a year, 1,000 a year. And I'm around the same type of people that make the same amount in a year. How do you like advocate for a guy that make 38 million a year and tell me he's okay? But the people that's living the same life as you, we got beef. It's a big racial divide. This is understand. This is nobody say it like this. Just tell the truth. Why is there no advocation? And the first thing they'll say, well, you're not advocating for yourself. I am. And then we got the nerve to say, I'll start listening to people talk. These not work. It is working. Because I want to touch the people that's watching these videos. Even though I know a lot of people are not watching them, somebody's watching them. Somebody's going to see this one day. When are we going to come together and stop trying to say, well, if we stop doing this, it's so quick. The white people say, they love to say, we the first. And I deal with this. This is not just because I'm on the internet. See, everything I go through happens in real life. It's still happening. They keep saying it's changing. I don't see the change. I've been to other cities. I'll be around people from other cities and countries. It's women will say I was closed-minded. It's the same. No, it's not. Just because you mixing, that don't mean nothing better or greater. It's not changing nothing. You just making mixed kids. They're the most confused. People don't accept them because we're not even accepting ourselves. So, and I'm gonna go back to men, but I don't know how to say it in so many words. It's men out there. I'm not a IB, MOR, MG, TOW, It's a new one they started for women. This light-skinned dude. And he said, dark-skinned dude said, it don't matter because you light-skinned. He kind of like spoke the truth because he's like, and then the light-skinned dude didn't want to get it. He'll make a video, he's empowering women, and I keep seeing all these thousands of women saying I like black men. But then when I present myself, because I don't fit the hierarchy of what a man should be to them. See, I have to say, now, if I got a mission and I don't have a woman to follow me, I'm okay. I'm not going to go freeze my semen or sperm just because I didn't have a child. See, I'm not threatened by the idea that it's mass amount of people on this earth. I'm not threatened by the idea that we are being exterminated, but I'm not threatened by that idea that we are being exterminated and I didn't pass down the seed to me. But I know I'm not worried about it because the seed of me, if I get a chance to do that, it's not going to be like it's going to be a new seed because you got to think, I am what my father is, but I became a favor because my father a good-hearted man. And I know that because who I am. See, I don't care if I never sing. My father don't want to talk to me or he'll say a lot of things that's very mean. That's not him. His father beat him. Father wasn't a good man. And no diss to him, rest his soul. And you know how I met both of my grandfathers. This is the crazy part. I don't know if my cousins and them, I don't know. I don't remember nothing a lot when I was younger. Even in grammar school from like 3rd to 8th grade. I remember certain things. Even in high school, I remember a lot because it wasn't nothing to remember for. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it was no reason to remember. It was no reason. Like I didn't remember a lot. And I met my grandfathers on their deathbed. Literally, they was dead. And within a year time frame, that I can remember because I don't remember them holding me or doing anything with me. They died of alcohol poison. And it was like I never met them. And I was little just watching him like, I don't know this dude, but this is my grandfather. Nice to meet you. Literally, out to myself. They got mad. The family got mad because we was over their grave. We was laughing. We were laughing at him. But we was laughing at little jokes. Our cousin Tanya, Keena. I don't know who else was there. I remember Tanya and Keena, my sister Tam. My younger brother, they wasn't born yet. And another couple of us was standing up there. We was all at the casket together. We was laughing. They got mad. And they separated us. But we just met them. I never met. That was my introduction. And that's how I greeted them. Hi, nice to meet you. I didn't know. I didn't say. I might say rest in peace because I heard it. And I said I might say had a good life because I was like young. Then like less than a year later, I met my other grandfather. Did the same thing. That was my first time. But with that, it was like, damn. But in the hierarchy of who you are as a black man, black women not gonna really see your heart, because you women that's gonna see your heart, like I connect more. I learned, and it's hard to believe them because of all the robbing, the stealing, the killing that goes on when you do transaction with African women. You become their pen pal or other countries. It's hard to believe because what goes on. And I was talking to an African woman. We still talk, but I told her I don't. It's hard to believe her because every time we set up something, set up good, she destroyed it. Like we got a phone to call me and we was talking. She broke the phone, and it was like, why every time she call herself the problem child? But she showed me a vision. Her father was a late great like soccer player coach, so I used to call her like, you a princess, wow. And I believe her. That's her because she showed me pictures. But it was her, and she lied to me at first. And I told her that you couldn't lie because I was trying to get to. I'm looking for love. I'm seeking out love. Like my mother loved me and had affection, but I'm ready to receive that from a woman. But women don't understand my affection. You can call it. You can call it that. You can tell I was raised by my mother. So what's the big deal anyway? Okay, I was raised by my mother. I want love and affection, and I'm ready to get that to you. But she's like, I want the type of man love. But you want like a strong love where I don't know the only depiction of black women what man love is, because if you look at our movies and music and you look at our women and men, that's how we act. Even them girls that's Trina goddaughters making songs like Trina. You don't know no hand ho. I do 5 to 6 year old best friends. I was like, I'm the baddest bitch. They're bitches. They're hoes. They're calling so. I can't call you a bitch, but it's okay to call another woman to call you a bitch. Just like the word nigga. I don't like the word. I don't want to be using the word. But I don't care what other race. And this is what praise people are. People are other races are doing. Well, you call yourself a nigga. How come I can't call you a nigga? Well, let me call you a cracker ass bitch. Then I was like, I don't want to be called that. Okay, I don't want to be called a nigga. But you're not talking to the guy that's saying, I'm not saying the word nigga or nigger to my other African descent men and women or people that's colored like me, that look like me, or have a skin color darker than mine, but the way they look from other countries and nations. I'm not saying that. That's why I got beef. Because I'm telling that to them and they don't say it around me. So I'm not gonna allow you to say it around me. But why I gotta keep, and it's like we're gonna keep explaining ourselves. It's not that we explain ourselves, but I'm talking to you too. That's why it's called YouTube. That's why I give props to YouTube creators, the original creators. It wasn't meant for what people, whatever's on YouTube is on YouTube. But YouTube it took off. It's funny because of Janet Jackson showing her titty with Justin Timberlake, black woman with a white guy. And we got mad at her showing her titty. It's a titty. We breastfeed. Only time I got a problem if you're going to breastfeed, you don't need both your titties out. And if you got covering, why don't you cover? But it wasn't so much. It was covered. It wasn't supposed to show the whole titty. It was a breast. And I was reading about breasts. Women that get breast implants, that's dangerous because they don't. As a human, we don't even understand the human analogy to all of it, the body, the holistic of it. Human, we're still learning, but we know still what causes diseases: our colon and mucus. You get rid of clean your colon and you get rid of that mucus, you a clean, healthy life. I'm not saying you're gonna be perfect because you do have things. You still have to prevent certain foods you eat. But the relationship between man and woman, I'm understanding a lot of men. We got to stop being angry. And I'm going to teach this to the young men. You can't be angry. A lot of women not going to want you because until they're guided and taught, like, there's nothing wrong with men that's just good. Because I see white women, they don't talk about, and it's funny, when I talk to white women about their man and how they grew, I'm going to talk about the lady at the work. And I ask them, people I ask black women why they don't like black men. I truly ask this. And I ask women that don't have a car, why you don't date a man with a car? I go, people, you got to know me. Believe me. I talk to, like, one girl said, you literally talk to everybody. Yes, I do. And I was like, no, I really do, but I don't know them. She's like, you know them. I'm like, I don't know them. I just talk. That's the type of man I am, type of person I am, type of being I am. And they don't worry about so much about their religion. And it's funny how in our culture, we got it is our whatever we do is our culture. Put it that way, because our culture has been destroyed and told us this is what it is. Like, this is the religion. But before there was Christianity and Muslim, there was religions before that we called it another name. But nobody want to say that. So it don't bother me. But they don't care that it was that way before because they only worry about the now and the present themselves. That's cool if I meet a woman and she's selfish. A lot of women are very selfish. She's like, how am a liability? I got my own bills. I don't have debt. You have debt. I'm going to come in and take over your debt. There's a lot of things they want you to do, but there's a lot of things they don't want to look at within themselves. And that's the beef too. Like, damn, you smoke weed. I don't smoke weed. But I'm accepting you. But you think there's nothing wrong with smoking weed. But it's something wrong for me being single, going out at night because I go to a strip club. I think we're kind of equal. You smoke weed. I go to the strip club. I'm not having sex. You're not having sex. I'm not doing nothing wrong. You're not doing nothing wrong to yourself. I'm just enjoying myself. You're enjoying yourself. So what is the difference of you smoking weed and me going to the strip club? And you want to say disrespect? Well, you smoking weed. So we try to change the aura. Like, well, you having sex with a lot of women. You having sex with a lot of men. I didn't know that was a difference. Well, because I'm getting not okay. I'm getting better too. And and I do see this. Some people do really change when they meet the right person. I never built with a woman. A lot of men never built with a woman. A lot of women never built with a man. But don't just advocate and say, let's say that person. Like when I meet that woman, I'm literally gonna say, this is the woman. I'm not gonna talk about it now because I am single, because that's what you do when you're in a relationship. You talk about relationship. When you marry, you talk about marriage because that's what you're in. That's what you're doing. And people might have a question and you can talk about it. So I'm talking about for like black men, single black men, single men, my race, the race relationship, all I will advocate, or even within yourself, work for within yourself, love within yourself. A woman tried to say, when I say women want control, they like the way control is. She tried to say, if the director of the building say go home, she said, is that not control? I said no, and she walked away. It's not control. I'm part of a building that the person is managing, which I'm getting paid and employed at. So you tell me to go home, and that's not control. I am doing my job. I'm following the law. She didn't understand that. The law of the spirit of. That would be wrong for me to still enter that building, and they said I had to leave. But that's not wrong. What would make it wrong if a woman tell me how to do and it's wrong and I shouldn't do it? Or what is your reasoning why? It's cool. I have no problem with your reasoning. I don't have no problem with none of the traditions. But why? But she couldn't answer the why. She want to say your caliber of man. You don't know the caliber of man. You knew this guy for 20 years. You're not married to him. But she wanted to say God. I said why? Because God. I don't know beef with what she was saying. I'm telling her. I'm asking her a question. Why? Explain this to me. But it was like, well, the little man was told. I'm like, why? Nobody can explain a lot of things to me, but I can explain it to myself. But I want to hear the answers. So I'm learning, accept the answer as the answer is. I've been doing that. So I'm like, and then the spirit's like, okay, stop challenging people that way. Ask them that question. That's what you get. That's what you get. And that's what we're going to have to set, man. They're not going to want you based on that. Of course, a white man is going to look better. But what they don't know, he looked better because, as I explained before, we are put down so low. So Monica's sister wanted white guys. She don't want to be with black men. She looked like a black woman. She ain't say nothing to me. Probably found that offensive. But I can tell she talked a lot with her mother, because she even said her mother asked her what's wrong with me. She didn't say nothing. She didn't open her mouth. She was just giving me this weird look. But she was like, and one day I was talking, she kept saying stuff. I was like, Mom, I want to talk about it. I was like, I get mad. She was like, I know you already crazy. It's a joke. But I was like, you crazy too. But we all a little crazy in a form of, because we're very passionate about what we like and what we want to do and the things we do. But Monica didn't open up to me, and I'm okay with that. It kind of hurt because I ended it like smooth, like, yeah, do you like me or whatever? I want to see what's going on with us. She said, well, it's good. I appreciated it. And it's not, when I cut ties, but God got a man for me. And it's like, cool, he got a man for you. But the man what you saying that when that man was beating you and he broke your foot? But she said she want a man with good money and good look. She thinks she looked really good. That's good encourage. That's good in her mind. But not to every man you look good. It's probably men that she liked that she, and if she liked me, she could have just said, like she said it, but she could have went forward. She could have tried it. She never know what the creator got for us. But she assumed, and so that's what I'm telling you, man. A lot of women is not going to accept you as you are, and it's and you can tell I can't explain it, but it's part of the way we was born, the baby was raised, the way we was taught. They're not going to accept a lot of things about you. You're not a bad man. You're not less than a man, but the depiction of a man is only what they see. Like you supposed to pay for the first date. If you don't pay for the first date, they don't see you. I'm not trying to get these women. I'm just want them to know they already their children is like little grown, but they have children and babies. But remember, I try to challenge him, like you gonna be saying this to your son and daughter, and they gonna ask you why the sky blue. Don't tell them why the sky is blue. Your son gonna ask you like, Mom, why should I pay for the first date? Don't you tell them just because you got to be a gentleman. You got really explain, like really have a real explanation. Or even as you a father, stop telling them that all men want to do is have sex. That's not true. Because that's the case. All women want to do is take your money. That's not true. So you can't keep saying this. You can, but it's not going to change and make your son or daughter better than what they are. That's not going to change that I'm good and I might not have a wife. My friend said that's counterproductive to what I want. Well, my friend, his wife said he was a bad boyfriend. He didn't court her right, but they still got married. But he said his standard is Jesus. Well, if we go by Jesus' standard, you standard, so your values and moral ethics wouldn't he have done things to her that I would never done to a woman. It's unbecoming of a standard of Jesus, man. So it's like so much things people say and I look at and I be like, and if people say that's wrong to say, but I'm like, it's the truth. It's like, I don't worry about so much of a friendship anymore. Because that can come and go. Because even with him, even his wife, he even tried to say like her sister. I would probably date her sister, but she like, oh, you'd be good for my sister. After a while, she stopped saying that because she kept looking at my life. But I was like, but did you know that I'm actually women won't see respectable in me because I go to the strip club, but they'll receive respectable in the man that beat his last two women. But since he of a certain religion or way he carry himself now, that's okay. See, they look at that like that's a form. I don't go to the strip club for picking up strippers and go pimping them out. I go to enjoy myself. I'm like, and it's like, and explain this, and I'm not really explaining because I'm over explaining. I'm a man. I'm not a virgin, and I don't have a wife at home. I can't just pick up my phone and call a whole bunch of them because I don't do that. I don't have the remembrance, even with women I've been with. I don't have the remembrance. Remember a lot of things. I write everything down. I remember a woman got mad, like you literally writing that down in front of me. I was like, yes. So you telling me I'm not important enough, but see how she is associated herself with my memory. I was like, my memory the way I am is not going to change just because I say I love you. And that's another wrong analogy we do with people. It's because I respect you. My memory, like I'm just going to use the memory part, and what you want me to do is not going to change. Really what you want me to be, how you want me to be, it's not going to change because of my memory. I was like, can I, like, for even remember things I want to do, I got to keep, like for me to keep wanting to be active in my movies and do these lives and go forward and build up my investments, I have to keep doing it over and over. If I stop, I don't want to do it no more. It might take me a while to get back into it. So as soon as I stop, I don't want to stop. But like I know it's times I'm like, okay, I need a break. I need a real break. I don't want to stop. I just need a break. But it's times I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna stop because if I stop, then excuse me, I'm stretching. If I stop, then I won't be able to go forward. And that's what people don't understand. So I want to just encourage the race relations of the world. If Arabic, white, young, old, like look at how you talk to people. Look how you watch people. It ain't my fault that you scared of me. Don't blame it on the news, the media, which is part of slavery. The media is to keep tricking all of us. Don't blame it on them. I'm not blaming you what your white brethren punched me for or threw something at me and stained my clothes. Or drove by and he knows a puddle there and he drove by extra fast because he thought it was funny. I'm not blaming that on him. I'm not blaming his antics on yours. But don't get mad at me when I view you. I'm not getting mad at you or view me a certain way. I'm saying, damn, don't hurt me though. Don't be so quick to react to. I'm not quick to react. I'm not scared of you, but I'm gonna still respect you because of you. Don't be so quick to react to be like, because of what he did, what all 80,000 black men did to you. I'm 80,001. I didn't do that to you. But why should you be scared of me? Why should I be a bother? And women, cool. You got how your father told you how a man should be. You've been taught. You and your religion, your life is good. But that is still just your depiction. You don't know that, man. A woman, it hurt. It do hurt. That's why I talk about it. I hate black men. I've seen this before. Then when she apologized, I apologized to myself. But she still had a job that the other lady, they both at the same job. She's still there. Because the lady would pick me like, oh, your girlfriend there, because I was cool. I was like, okay, she want what I want. Let me get to know her. She stopped talking to me because I seen what before. I wasn't a player. Sorry that I was happy before I met you. So why I'm gonna be not happy? Because women like, well, and women, I don't get women. I want you to stop talking to these women. Well, was I not? How did I meet you? I had to, you shouldn't look at women. How did I see you? I'm not being sexual. If that's your mind, instead of assuming, ask me. We assume. White people stop assuming. Black people stop assuming. Women stop assuming. Men stop assuming. Black men stop assuming. Ask the questions. Have this type of life. I don't see this enough. I don't see appreciation. I appreciate my black women. I appreciate white people that open up doors, Arabic people, Puerto Rican that give me chances, give me their business card, do business. I appreciate that. But it's in my world, in the world I live in, it's not a few. Just like in some black women world, it's not a good black man. But it's enough of us to be like, they all not like that. We're all not like this. But we are allowing the media to show us. We allowing it's YouTube is YouTube. YouTube had nothing to do with what you type in and what comes up. You can easily not click a video. You can easily not go to the website. So don't blame the internet for your wrongdoing. You can easily not do that. Easily. Right now, I can turn off my phone easily and not do nothing. Easily. Come on. It's not hard. Stop saying bad is good. You keep teaching that it will be easier. Bad is becoming easier. It's easier to get off your booty for a girl to shake. I can. It's a site called Pornhub. She's freaky. To connect. These women are just shaking their booty and like, I'm taking power of my own destiny. These men like, I'm having sex is my prerogative. With these women, it's like, man, like the diseases don't scare you. Now, if you worry about valid, then women are not way worried about what people think. One woman like, I don't want my family to see this. What you thought was going to happen. It's the internet. Right now, everybody's going to see this, whether I want them to see it or not. Somebody's going to show them. It's going to circulate eventually. And if not, another person is going to see this. It sounds like I'm gibbering, but this is literally what's going on in our world. This is literally what's going on. But nobody talks about it. We have watched the Super Bowl, but there's a national event. Why is that? Media don't want that. Media is ran by the slavers, the captors, the people that want to keep. They don't care. And then at the same time, they don't give a shit about you. You think Donald Trump care about you? You think Bill Clinton care? He got millions of dollars. Bill Gates, they don't give a damn. Oprah don't give a damn about you. Oprah can tell her story all she wants. She's so hurt, she don't give a damn about you. She been hurt too. To act like so, and she's part of the slave too. So it's like she don't give a damn, and I'm part of it too. Like, what y'all expect from them? What do you expect from me as a black man? My mother was going through desegregation. What do you expect? You got a college, that is beautiful. You got all these college degrees. You got the job of your dream. What about the 20 other thousand black women that don't have them jobs, or the black men? Come on now. What about the Asian people that don't, or the Arabic people? But they find comfort, and we are the only race that diss each other on live. I try to find a video of white women dissing white men, but how black women do it, I can go to another level. And it's movies out there I was stating before, when the black woman was teaching the black women how to be dogs, be the mammies, be the Aunt Jemimas to the white man. Yeah, The Lord and Savior is not our. We're not praying to the real Creator, to God. The book is not our God. You getting analogies from a book. You supposed to be going through the Spirit. We're not in touch with the Spirit. That's what the Creator keep trying to tell us. I don't know how many churches you've been in, how many buildings you talked about. If you Allah, whatever religion you in, I don't know how many times the Spirit been telling you, come back to me. I know y'all. Every church I've ever been to, I heard that message. The Creator's like, come back to me. The Creator, come back to me. The Creator saying, come back to me. He created her. Come back to me. So women, come back to me. Women are the life bearers. That's why I put the spirit of him in the womb. I'm giving you life. You're going to birth life. He's life through her. It's like create her with him. It's life. Without no him, there's no life. Cool, you can go to other race of men. Without your own men, there's no life. We're not going to get better. You thinking because Serena Williams even said it. But she chose the Drakes and the Drakes of the world, the players. He had multiple women. I'm quite sure he got STD. She probably got one. That's the truth. Or STI, infection or disease. If not, graces to them. I don't have any graces to me that I didn't get any with the women I was with, the so few I was with compared to any, and not even comparison, just in myself, the ones I was with. Grace to me, I don't have any. So it's like, we got this woke community or conscious con in there, where these people that's supposed to their eyes open. Like, I want to tell people that says that, and I let them speak their way. Like, man, we just need to just be back to, let's get back to our original selves. My original self, I don't know the original self because I wasn't born 2018 years ago, but I know it's not what I'm seeing now. I know this world wasn't like this, but I know my nation and civilization were like this because I'm not like that. Maybe if you are people that kill and shoot people and blow people up and you think that's okay, maybe you was part of a nation and a civilization that was like that. I wasn't. I don't need to have force to talk to you because I know that if I can talk to somebody with sense, I'm standing here. I talk to people with sense and logic, young men on the street. I got guns put on me. I seen people get blasted and shot in front of me. Military in where I grew up at. I don't tell a lot of the stories. I've been shot at, but not directly at me. I didn't run. Like if I'd have ran, I probably would have been shot. Standing still, I called myself not to get shot because it wasn't aimed at me. But rest those souls, the people that was standing still was minding their business and got killed because the people want the revenge. Revenge, exact revenge. Hate begot revenge. Revenge begot hate. When we gonna understand what we're doing, it's not. If people like want to say, "Well, we don't need Jesus." How about just logic? Like, damn, don't go do bad. We don't have no bad. It's like how. We know there's a creator. Okay, we get that. But how about you and yourself just not doing it? And this is what like bothers my mind. And you know what bothers me? And the reason I do these, I'm not sitting here. I know everything comes from me first. But there's somebody, a young man out there, a young girl out there, black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Italian, Vietnamese, whatever nationality she is, he or she is. They sitting here like me, like, what's wrong with people? But then they so taught so much. And now when I speak like this, they're like, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm thinking like you, but you got trained in it's so much so much we do. It's like you don't see it. I just got a message from my YouTube. He said, OJ, Otha Williams Jr. I'm black and I understand I'm white and I understand the blacks. Because I write like heartfelt things on there. Like when I see so much hate, or when I see a video and it's like, man, I wish a black woman would defend me one day. Besides my mother and her little bit of way that she know how. It's like, I wish a woman would see me like, damn, he is a good man. Not because he just, and this is what bothers me. Just because he a Christian, that don't make him better. Like my friend, he not a Christian. He a Christian, but he do. One time I was like, he spilled ketchup. It's not a diss. And this is like, I'm trying to understand this world. people say I'm not, and I'm minding my own, but it was weird. It was ketchup on a table. I was like, I'll wipe it up. He's like, no, I'll get it later. I was like, that's a glass table. It's a table in general. It's something on the table that's you can like easily wipe off. He didn't want to wipe it off. Then he told me he got problems with things. So then he's 47. So it's like, man, you can do that. He's like, yeah, I can, man. I was being lazy. And he'd get it. And I understand that he's been through things that I'll go through them too, but I was able to fight. I don't know why I was able to fight what he have and I didn't get that. I don't know. I actually really don't know that part. But what I do know that even what things I have, it's hard to fight. But I know I cannot do them. I challenge myself. I say, okay, like my first time going to a strip club, and I was like, man, the atmosphere changed. If I was a stripper, I'm coming to get these dollars. Like, if I'm gonna really be about that song, I'm about to be about this song. Like, I'm not gonna be Heather the overloaded ear, Heather Stairs. I'm gonna be get them. I'm gonna be Sheba get them. I'm gonna be Strength get them. Like, I'm getting these dollars. I'm about to get my. If I'm gonna have that mentality, and I respect those type of strippers, but the ones you out there you half naked, you're not getting that money. It's not about. It's about the money. You stripping naked for money. It's about the money. How much truth do you want to that? It's about the money. So I'm gonna go get that money. They say get in the bag. I'm gonna get that bag. I'm digging out all them dudes' pockets. And then the women come in, I'm shaking my booty. The women coming in to see booty and breasts, whether it's real or fake. They don't care. Make sure my coochie clean. Like, and these girls, coochies don't even be clean. Like, I smell your coochie. And then you try to give them a little play. Oh, I don't do that. Yeah, okay, you don't do that. What? I'm not here to have sex. And I remember like, I remember one time the one girl, she was a dancer, but I never seen her dance. And I was talking to a dancer and I was having sex with her. And I thought we was on, but I guess I was voiding her time. Maybe she had some likeness for me. And the lady just walked in. I don't know what it is. This happened a good amount of times at clubs and bars and any type of club. Women will walk up to me. I had a woman walk up to me in a sense. She tried to do it on the slide. But it's funny how when you with a woman, the women that's outside can sense a good man. But when you with that woman don't. She say like I get that I'm a good man, but to go further with me, they don't see that. I haven't been in a long relationships about me. My goal is to be in my friend that I was talking about. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's some goals you have? I'm like, yeah, I never thought about that. I got goals in a relationship or goals for a relationship but I was like, I never thought about. I was like, one of my goals, and I thought about it before he said it, but I never articulated or announced it to anybody before. I was like, my one goal is to get past the year in a relationship. I mean, when we get committed and then that year go by. So if I committed to a woman today, August 16, I want to get to August 16, 2019. And that would be my first start. I never lived with a woman. Women never really stay night at my house, but they did. So I can't call it living. I never had that experience. But then the men that do, they going to have a little bit more understanding. So the men, like the dude said he was fat and got the women. Now he's not fat. He got the baddest woman, even the older dude. And she can do a lot of good things. Cook, clean. She like the woman for him. I still have to battle through. I never done this. Like I had the woman try to argue with me. I was like, imagine the man never had women coming up to him. Like, she was like, well, I was like, hold on. I'm like, wait, you didn't even listen to nothing I just said. And I try to listen to what they say when they talking about, I understand that a man woo and do this for a woman. But let me get to this real quick. And I understand. And I was like, I never been through a lot with a lot of other men. These men never been through that. They never been to, if he was he was like, you take sand to a beach. He is saying at the beach and all these women coming up to him. He never experienced that. So his only way of blocking is not going to be punching women in their face or kicking them or look mean because he's a natural smiler. He's happy. And some women that never been really happy like that. So she going to get mad at him for the rest of the night and have an argument instead of be like, okay, the women seeing him the wrong type. My friends don't like him, but these do. It's a reason they like him because he was happy. I told the women, she's like, why you like me? I like you always happy. She's like, that's the only reason. I was like, well, I see your beauty and booty just to be funny, which I did. And she had big breath. And I was like, yeah. But I was like, it didn't work because I felt like, I don't know. I seen her kiss a girl before I met her. I ignored it. Maybe she was like, maybe I don't know. It was weird. Maybe it was an accident too. I thought it was an accident. Well, I ain't say nothing. We laughed about it. So it was so much going on. And that's like I didn't never experience that before. Them dudes never experienced that. But once they do, they know what to do. And the woman tried to argue about, well, I got female friends that got guys that don't do that. But I like a lot of those guys probably had a lot of women. It's like, you know, you got to think too. A lot of these men had lots of women. So when the event happened, he got it. That's a trial. And see, women won't look at it as a trial and tribulation. That's a trial and tribulation to a man. How would he react? Like a woman say, "Oh, look at her booty look," and if you look, she get mad. Why would you tell him to do that? And it's like, why? Why would you do that? Then get mad. And that's the stuff that we like. That's where men don't understand. That's like the woman said, men and women are not meant to understand. Yes, we are. That defeat the. That's why you didn't get married to the man you were with. It's not a diss. Like you knew this guy for 20 years. He paid for everything. You never paid for nothing. Cool. When you gonna give him? You probably had sex with him, but he ain't give you that ultimate commitment. So what? And that's what I'm saying. You want these men that's not gonna give you the ultimate commitment, but then you don't want men to go through what they go through to get there. Well, women like he gonna go through that when he by himself. I'm not gonna go through. I can't live with a woman. I'm single because I'm single by myself. That don't make sense. I never experienced that. Never experienced it after a relationship. So a woman keeps saying, well, that's gonna happen. Well, you gonna find her. You gonna find her. That's when I learned, then, and I'm gonna make like a straight on video about that. It's gonna sound like I'm a mama's boy. I'm bitching. I'm complaining. Because I'm keep reiterating that because that's something I want in my life. A lot of things. When I get my movies and stuff, a lot of things gonna fall in. I don't. To me, my business, not my personal life of my money income, is nothing to do with love. That's me, and I will tell a woman that because if you're only looking at me because I got a house and car now, that means you're not for me. You're not down for me. I'm down for you when you were smoking weed. Now I'm like weed smoking, but I'm okay because I'm not out there like I'm not a killer. I'm not a killer. Critic mean killer. I'm not a killer to your heart. But I want to let you know I don't like to smoke. So yeah, you can smoke. I can be in your presence, but I'm not going to be around all the time for that. And that's a personal issue that you got an error with yourself that you got to battle. I can help you get stronger if you allow me to. So we women can help me get stronger. They allow me to. You're not building a man. You're not because then I may say if I get with you, I'm building a woman because I'm showing you what a woman should be like. So you're not building what a man should be like. You want a depiction of a man instead of saying, I got to talk to him. If we going to go left, he got to know I'm going left. So if we going straight and like, I'm going left, but I'm like, oh, snap, she going left. I'm going to go with her. Or like, if I'm going left, she don't automatically know I'm going left. I don't want her just to go left because I'm going left. I'm like, baby, we going left because we got to get to that place over here. Oh, okay. If that's a leader, that's a leader. If that's not a leader, then I don't know what it is. If a lot of things we say and do. But I want everybody of all races to be really open about what you think about other races. Are we advocating the same? Do you feel hurt and sensitive to another person's views and the things that they go through? No. Then it's like, well, and this is just a life. Like let's go start talking life and go get to like the investments because I got to do the research. I want to make like a real plan, like having a book and show you diagrams and then establish my YouTube live area or my teaching, my guidance and challenging area, like a desk, and have up posters and things and like little pamphlets I can show you real quick and establish that area. And that's what I'm working towards. Working these extra hours about to start to get this ball rolling. And that's just me on my own. And if a woman don't see great in you, man, or if a man don't see great in you, women, don't worry about it. But just don't be a hard person. You're going to have your things about you, but they're not going to understand. They're going to say you sound bitter and hurt. You're not bitter and hurt. Unless you really just sound bitter and hurt like, well, men ain't SHIT. Yeah, I'll be kind of be hard. I'll be kind of not want to go towards you, but I don't say women ain't SHIT. So it's like that don't happen. I say women are great and I love them, but they do give me a bad stereotype and stigma on me that I really hate. And I will speak out about because I'm not the one doing that to you. But if that's your reasoning, that's your reasoning. And so I say on, I say one, I say on to all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely, be the best you, have a focus, and your focus, decide and define your purpose, mission, and position. Keep positive and good affirmations. I love me, I love myself, I'm gonna be great. Reinforcements, keep reinforcing those in your empowerment. I wasn't that great to yesterday because you wasn't, and this day is past, but I'm gonna be great today on the now and the present. It's a gift. Don't predict the future, work towards the future. Have good positive morals, values, and ethics. That's what a standard is. Don't say standard. Because if you go by their standard, you're gonna go by their standard. Go by the standards and the ethics go by. And it's not to say don't, and I'm not saying like women like, well, I'm not gonna follow that because he don't do this and do that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying don't be so quick to say one thing and know it. You know nothing about that man. You know nothing about that woman. So don't be so quick to weed them out. If you're gonna disqualify everybody the same way, which you don't. Because I know you're gonna choose a person that's gonna be like, man, I'm gonna choose a woman like she didn't have that about her, but I gotta deal with it because I want to be with. Let's see what we can do together once they realize I'm there for them. You have a great day. Love everybody. Love yourself first, more than anything. Don't be a lover of yourself. Take care of your kids. Talk to your kids. Young men and women, be strong. Be yourselves. Things you're going through it is confusing. This world is confusion. You can be away. I'm not dissing your sexuality or whatever you choose to be or how you choose to act. I'm just saying, define who you are. Get some understanding of yourself. Learn you love you. Be you. Shalom. And have a great day.